All right. Welcome back. Special edition, 4th of July edition
4th of July.
Of the Fan in the Van
4th
podcast.
of July and don't drink and drive.
Oh, how many times I wish. Yep.
I wish I told myself that too, but yeah, shit happens.
But, so the NBA Finals is here.
Not what I expected.
Listen, midway through the season, everybody figured, you're going to have Lakers and the Nets, right? Or some sexy matchup.
Or Nets versus somebody.
And I'm not saying that the Suns versus the Bucks isn't a sexy matchup, but to me,
I'd rather see
Suns Hawks would have been the sexy one because two of the premier players in the league today, and Trae Young
and Chris Paul.
No.
They what?
Trae Young and Devin Booker. Chris Paul's past his prime.
No, he's playing like he's in his prime.
Even though it's Chris Paul, it took Chris Paul 16 years to get to this point. Okay,
And he's carried the team the whole way here too.
But the fact that Milwaukee could beat the Hawks with Trae Young in the lineup and the Bucks not having Giannis, it shows me maybe the Bucks don't need Giannis to win this whole thing.
Yeah, but maybe this win might get to the head. You don't know that.
But
you can only play so hard,
but
times.
When you take the Bucks lineup, like I was talking to Taco from the Daily Sporting the other day, and I said the sexier matchup is the Suns and the Hawks. He agreed, but he said I guess he's a Bucks fan, or he likes the Bucks that much to win it all. Whatever. If that's who he's picking, that's who he's picking. Me, honestly, you ask me, I'm going with the Suns. They're more of a complete team.
I think the Suns are going in 5, honestly.
Do I think the Bucks give them a fight? I think they do because they're going to try to prove to all the doubters, people in the sports media, to the Milwaukee Bucks fan base, that they could win without Giannis in the lineup. See, people like me that say they need Giannis to win, and other people have been saying the same thing, they're going to try to prove all of us wrong.
And also going to prove wrong with those super team bullshits, too. If you think about it.
And, well, that's the other thing. And for people, again, and people are still clamoring on about it, right? How, the Nets are a super team. The Nets went and got Blake Griffin. Again, I'm not even going to explain it. I'm not going to explain how a buyout works. I'm not going to explain what happens after the fact. Because I've said it before, and I've said it again, and I'm not going to say it again. Because I said it before.
Does that make a super team anyway?
Okay. You want to sit there, you want to get mad because Kyrie was a free agent, KD was a free agent, and they chose to go to Brooklyn.
And then Harden.
You want to get mad because Philly didn't want to make the move to trade Ben Simmons to Houston to get James Harden. Well, don't blame Brooklyn for making the deal.
Exactly.
Blame Philly.
Brooklyn was smart.
Okay. Brooklyn made the deal. Did they give up way more than they should have? Yeah, you're damn right they did. But you know what? They're in a win now mentality. And
next year,
as long as KD, Kyrie, and Harden are all healthy, well, that's assuming Kyrie's still on this team because now you got all these different scenarios out there. And even on the Knicks side of it, the Knicks are really, from what every report I've read, they're really hell bent on packaging RJ Barrett with Quickly and like a Brooks to Portland to get Dame Lillard.
I wouldn't package all that though.
And listen,
I wouldn't. I'm sorry.
You want that guy to get you over the top. Dame Lillard's it, but you're going to need RJ Barrett
and Quickly
Quickly
off the bench
and them. So I'm sure there's another way to make that deal. I just don't know how you go about it, but you can't package Randall in a deal.
No, not Randall.
And that's why a lot of people are saying it's got to be Barrett in a deal. And you're giving up draft picks.
Well, you're giving up your first round draft pick.
You're giving up draft picks for 2022, 2023. Then you're swapping in 2022 and 2024, I think it was one of the things I read. Okay. The Knicks are going to do something because they have to.
I know, okay? Obviously.
Unlike the topic that I am going to get. We are going to get into this.
Oh, I already know, bro.
We already are, and that's why I got the lighter ready and the cigar ready because I'm going to need something to contain the rage.
Okay.
Because... You know what?
I already had anxiety already. My silver.
You know what? We might as well because probably half the podcast is going to friggin' be about this anyway. And it's the same thing that's been going on since, let's say what it is, since the beginning of the Major League season. Okay? I don't know what it's going to take or what you have to do. Hal Steinbrenner now comes out and he says, yeah, we're willing to go over the luxury cap. Yeah, we're willing to make the moves we have to make. Okay, Hal Steinbrenner.
To fucking do it.
Talking doesn't do it. Making the deals happen.
Fuck,
okay, so we traded for Tim LeCastro of the Diamondbacks and gave up like a minor league pitcher to get him.
That's not what it's not.
Okay, that's not a... Okay. At this point, after
The
listening
embarrassment?
to the mediocrity of yesterday's game, losing 8-3 to the Mets, and I was at Friday's rainout. Okay,
And the game before that, we were up 7-2, and we ended up
these
losing?
These Mets fans were absolutely ridiculous at Yankee Stadium with the shit talking. But this ain't even working.
Yo,
but the point is this: you can shit talk all you want, but look at the AL East and look at the records, and then look at the NL East and look at the records. Yeah, are the Mets in first place?
Yes.
Yeah, but look at everybody else's records. If the Mets were in the AL East, they'd be right there with the Yankees.
Exactly. I think we're.
Are the Mets playing better than the Yankees? Yes, I will give you that. But for you as an arrogant fan who sat there for years and, oh, fuck this team, trade the team, do this, do that, don't come out now and chirp. No. Don't do that. Okay? Aaron Judge could call all the player meetings he wants, where it's only players.
That's
And
not
apparently
gonna do a
Aaron Judge is the only one who
That's not
listened to
gonna
what
do a
Aaron
fucking
Judge
thing.
had to say.
It's not gonna do a fucking thing.
Because
So,
look what happens.
we got Andujar playing the outfield. We got fucking.
You got guys playing out of position.
Exactly.
You got guys playing out of
Now you
position
got
for
now you
one.
got Clinton on the IL for diving too much.
Yeah, well, diving leads to vertigo apparently. So,
Whatever.
but
This is what happens though. You know what I'm saying?
The thing is this: Aaron Boone can come out and say, "Yeah, we got ourselves in this rut. We have to dig ourselves out of it." When does the digging begin? Because it should have already started. You
Like,
cannot get to this point and just keep saying what we want to hear. Now we want results. You
Like
could
bases
sit there.
loaded, 1 out. What happens?
You could sit there.
Ooh,
You could
it gets
sit
my
there.
nerves, bro.
You could sit there and say all you want. How you know the fan base is upset. No, the fan base isn't upset.
We're pissed.
We're royally annoyed and pissed because since 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, right now, we've had the teams built to win now, and everything has come short of it, and this is only getting worse.
Yep.
Gary Sanchez has a hot bat, and then Cole pitches, and you're DHing Stanton.
What?
I'm just saying, I don't know what they're doing today. I got the notification earlier. I didn't want to look because I'm sure Sanchez is sitting on the bench. Okay?
What? All right, whatever. Go ahead. Carry on.
This is the issue. Aaron Boone, there's no set lineup. You got guys playing out of position.
Out of lineup.
And not only that, you have fans that don't know what they're talking about. Because you're pretty much saying that a guy like Tyler Wade should be traded off.
No,
Tyler
he
Wade
should
has
be in the
not been
lineup.
given the
He should be in the lineup.
Tyler Wade has not been given the chance to nearly prove what he can do. And when he has, what has he done? He's either walked,
Got
hit
a
a
base.
single, created a score running opportunity, whatever it is.
Or
Tyler Wade has done it.
Yep. And he's quick. It's something we don't really got.
I'm so sick of you wannabe fans and wannabe GM fans that think you know what to do. I'm going to tell you what the Yankees really need to do. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because it's going to shock you. Blow the fucking thing up. Trade Judge. I'm sorry. Trade him. Trade him now because he's got the value now.
Yeah, but
now you trade him.
The reason they won't trade him because of the fucking ticket sales and the fucking judge quarters and this, that, and third. That's why they ain't gonna trade.
Well, guess what?
I'm just letting you know.
Guess what? He really ain't hitting any of the judges' chambers, so I don't give a shit.
Yep.
Trade him.
I'm
done.
just saying, man. You gotta get rid of fucking Stanton. Gleyber Torres has got to move from fucking shortstop. He's abysmal.
Well, and the issue is with the Stanton deal again. When I was doing this by myself, right? I said it then. The perfect trade partner was the Cubs for this reason. You would have got rid of one bad contract. Yeah, you would have to take a bad one in return, but you could have got rid of Stanton's. You could have got rid of Stanton's in it. And you would have got a starting pitcher that now we need more than ever.
We need, though.
You could have had another closer in Craig Kimbrell that now we need more than ever. Because listen, I said it the other day to somebody at work, and I'll say it again. You can't can't just trot Chapman out there every game to close the game. No, do something that nobody's done. Have two closers. Have two closers. Have a righty and a lefty. Like today, the Mets are batting predominantly lefty batters against Garrett Cole.
And what's Tyler Wade? A lefty.
He's a switch hitter.
Oh, he is. Oh, perfect. Why get rid of him?
You know, as long as I've been a Yankee fan, okay, as I try to light this cigar because I need to smoke, okay. Bottom line is this: I've never seen them more abysmal than I've seen it now.
I've never
with this young nucleus of a team that literally Jeter,
we watched the classics.
Bernie,
O'Neill, David Justice.
All these former Yankees are sitting there now, and a lot of them, even on the broadcast, David Cohn has come out and he's voiced the displeasure of it. Michael Kay on his radio show has done it.
I watch him.
So it's not like it's just here in New York that people are noticing it. You can go to Philly and they're probably talking about how bad the Yankees are playing. How is it you have a 7-3 lead and you blow it? And you blow it. And, you know, you can say, the rain delay. The rain delay don't mean nothing.
Doesn't mean shit.
The rain delay don't mean nothing. And
they scored.
And I got to speak of this, too. When they built this new Yankee Stadium, knowing we live in New York, knowing it rains, you want to know how you would have avoided rainouts? You should have put a dome on that bitch.
Yep. All that money spent on that stadium, no dome.
And you expect fans to still walk through those turnstiles and then spend money and watch what you're putting on the field.
And watch that shitty
how do you, as Aaron Boone, Brian Cashman come out here and say, yeah, I'm making phone calls, I'm fielding phone calls. Guess what? Do something, because getting Tim LeCastro from the Diamondbacks and trading some little Punji Jutin reliever at a single A, whatever, wherever we are now, Somerset, Patel, I don't give a shit. Okay, ain't doing it for me. No, I want to see. The Yankees have made a trade with Arizona to get Ketel Marte, and we sent Clint Frazier to Arizona for Ketel Marte, and Gleyber Torres has been moved to second.
And yep.
Okay. And you know what? And while you're at it, trade Stanton to the NL.
Get rid of him.
I don't care how you do it.
Eat the money. Who gives a fuck?
I don't care how you do it.
Talking about spending it, eat it.
But Stanton ain't what Stanton was in Miami.
He's not. He's fucking striking out.
He's not
left and right.
And he swings at the same pitches. It's always a slider, 40 feet off the plate.
Outside.
Okay? Where you know it's going to be a ball, he swings anyway. And it's literally, he's just up there saying, 1, 2, and a 3, and done.
No, that's exactly what it is, though.
It's nothing, you know, and then Judge hits home runs in a meaningless spot. After we're getting blown out, all of a sudden hits a solo home run.
I know.
Well, where was that home run, let's say, when it was first and third and 1 out? Where was the home run then when you were only down, let's say, 4-0?
That's our problem, bro.
Okay.
People in scoring position, we can't capitalize.
Rock the boat, guess what? Don't start guys that aren't hitting.
Bottom line, yeah.
Take Andahar out of the lineup.
If you're not producing,
take Andahar out of the lineup. And a lot of people are saying, don't be surprised that the Yankees don't make the playoffs. This is Boone's last year. And a lot of people are clamoring for Buck Showalter to come out of coaching retirement.
I'm not,
you know what?
I'm not against it, so.
You know what?
I'm sorry, Boone. I love you and all, but.
You know what I think they should do now? I think you bring Buck Showalter in as an advisor.
Yeah, just slap him around a little bit, yo. Wake the fuck up.
Because you need somebody here with a pair to do something. Aaron Boone could sit there. Listen, we all love when Aaron Boone goes out there and he yells at the umpires. You know, these are fucking savages in the box. But you know what's in this box this year? A bunch of pussies.
Exactly.
There's no savages in this
all
box.
that yelling ain't gonna change that fucking cycle. So.
There ain't nothing in that box this year that, as a pitcher, is scaring me.
Our bullpen is horrendous, dude. It's disgusting.
Like, to think we traded Mike Tauchman to get Wandy Peralta, who's now on the IL. And Mike Tauchman's in San Francisco tearing it up.
I know.
What move did that make sense?
I don't know, dude.
Then you take a Michael Ford and you trade him to Tampa because you had no more options for him, so you had to designate him. Okay? So you traded him you traded him in whatever, like $100K, whatever it was, or we got $100K back in return, whatever it was. Ooh, big whoopity-doo. Okay? And then you bring up these friggin' pitchers like Albert Abreu, which guess what? You brought him up so many times this year. Guess what? He got optioned out.
Yep.
So they're making these ass-backwards moves, and you could sit there and say, well, you just said that these fans that don't know anything are acting like GMs. Well, what are you two doing? Because I'm one who knows what the Yankees need to do. Mm-hmm. And I'll say it again. Blow it up. Rock the boat. Do something.
Get rid of people.
Fire Boone now if you have to.
Seriously, I'm not even kidding.
Like don't start Garrett Cole. Don't start Garrett Cole in the first game of a doubleheader.
Yeah, don't.
Do something, and you could sit there and say, well, Garrett Cole ain't the same since they cracked down on the substance thing. Listen.
Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it.
Listen.
I don't want to hear it.
All I'm going to tell you is this. I said it when we did the steroid thing. And I'll say it now. In some way, shape, or form, everybody's cheated the game. Whether you're a Yankee player, a Met player, a Philly player, a Braves player, a National player, even back to the Montreal friggin' Expos.
Fuck.
Okay? Somebody's cheated the game along the line, so don't just sit there and say it's because of this, that, and the third. And I'm sorry, again, the substance crackdown thing is absolutely atrocious that we're doing this every inning.
Every single fucking
Every single inning, or at the manager's discretion.
But you could also, you could complain about Garrett Cole's pitching all you want, but you got to blame it on the fucking Yankees lineup too for not producing runs.
Bottom line is this: if Garrett Cole goes out there today, okay, which the game starts today at 2:05,
and you could say 2 runs,
which I actually could have went to today, but why would I want to? Even though I get to sit in the suite again, why do I want to do that and put myself through what I know is going to happen? But
and you're leaving the 5th inning.
but to me, if Garrett Cole goes out there and pitches 8 innings, let's say 110 pitches, 7 strikeouts, 2 walks, and gives up no runs, and it's 0-0, and they pull Garrett Cole,
I'm gonna punch somebody in the mouth.
And the Yankees, let's say, from the first inning on, have had runners in scoring position every single time and can't produce a run.
And
then the Mets, let's say, score a run in the top of the 9th, and the Yankees can't do anything in the bottom of the 9th. Who does the fan base blame there? Are you gonna blame Garrett Cole there?
No.
Garrett
did his job.
Garrett Cole goes out there and does what Garrett Cole needs to do every 5th game, just like Jacob deGrom does what Jacob deGrom needs to do on every 5th day, just like Max Scherzer does what Max Scherzer needs to do, just like Trevor Bauer. And the Trevor Bauer situation is a very interesting. Even though he's pitching today, he was put on administrative leave for 7 days with the assault accusation. I don't know. Listen, I don't know if the broad's just looking in for a payday. I didn't read the article. I really don't care, but. Do I think Trevor Bauer is the type of motherfucker to go out there and choke a bitch? Yeah. I mean, look at Bill Cosby. He was poisoning bitches with his own friggin' jello.
And now he's fucking free. He got released.
He was ducking charges like this.
Exactly. I don't know how the fuck he's released, man. He's probably like sitting at the bar, like, ladies, I got drinks on me.
But all drinks on me. But no. But as a Yankee fan base, we're sick of it. We are tired of it.
Sick of it.
I now know, for all the years I shit on Mets fans, well, not on Mets fans, but I've shit on the Mets. I now know what it was like to be in the early 90s Mets fan base, because this is what it's becoming, where you had a team that could win, and you can't do shit. You can't do a goddamn thing. You can't score. You can't hit. It's almost like Murphy's Law. You hit, but you can't score. You know, you can't hit, but you can score. You could create a walk, but you can't steal a base. You could steal a base, but you can't create a walk. I mean, any scenario you think about, they can't do it. And then when they do it, they can't do the other thing to go along with it.
They can't. No.
It's almost like a no-win. It's almost like a no-win situation. And I don't know. Listen, Cashman can come out here and say, "This is my manager.
He can back what he wants. I don't give a fuck.
You're gonna put, you know, there's only so much credit that you could give Cashman at this point, because
I'm about to.
Because Cashman, listen,
just letting you know,
Cashman rebuilt the team without having to go through a rebuild process. Okay, so that's all well and good. You brought the pieces here to win now, but these pieces aren't producing. So you know what you got to do now? You now have to find pieces to bring in that will help you win now, and get rid of the ones. And even if it means you got to eat money, and Hal Stein
thing is spending it to me. So.
Hal Steinbrenner could come out here and say, yeah, you know, we're going to go above the luxury tax, which is something he's been kind of avoiding doing for the past 4, 5, 6 years. But you know what, Hal? Now it's the time. Because what's going to happen? What's going to happen? Here's what's going to happen. We're already at the halfway point. Today is game number 82 of the season.
We're about to be at 500.
Okay? And we're literally, a game or two over 500. That's not the way this Yankee team is built. This Yankee team should be 30, 40 games over 500. At the minimum.
We should be in first. Dude, I don't even want to get into it, man. I think about shit all the time.
It's like,
after watching
every game you watch, every game I've watched since spring training, and then they want to talk about during the game. Well, this guy is available to come up. This guy's available. Bring them up. Bring them up. Send Stan to the minor leagues. I don't care if he doesn't have an option. Guess what? You can designate him. Designate him for assignment.
Throw him in the outfield or something. Let him get hurt and throw him to the side somewhere. Fuck him.
But you can't sit there and tell me, as a fellow Yankee fan, you're happy with the product on the field. It's almost as bad as watching WWE programming. It literally is. It's the same shit. And people are going to say, well, what's the correlation? Okay, right? Here's the correlation. We put a winning team on the field and lose every other day. WWE puts on two main shows a week with NXT in the middle. And guess what? On Monday Night Raw, you get the same match every week. Bobby Lashley versus Drew McIntyre every week. This time it's in, a loser's got to wear the winner's tights match. Whatever the fuck it is, okay? It's the same thing with the Yankees. We trot Garrett Cole out there, can't score a run. We trot friggin' Domingo Germán out there, he gets shelled. We friggin', we put Michael King out there as a spot starter. The immaculate inning.
Here's one more time.
Okay, here's an immaculate inning. Let's get some hits. Let's get some runs. Let's win a fucking ball game. How about that? Let's try that for an immaculate inning. How about an immaculate game?
How about that? I know. Fucking ridiculous, dude.
Like, I don't know maybe what you do is you give Aaron Boone like an administrative leave. Like, let him take some time off.
Yeah, exactly.
Clear his head.
Do some USA or something.
Bring somebody else in here in the interim, and let's see what happens. Because maybe it's time for a change. Listen,
all this. What's the worst could happen, though? Nothing.
Because if you fire Aaron Boone, and let's say the Yankees go on a tear and win out of the next, let's say, however many games that's left in the year, right?
20. Say 15 out of 20.
Right, and let's say they win. No, let's say from here to the All-Star break to the end of the season, and let's say they go on this ridiculous tear where they can never lose a game, where they can never lose, and let's say they go like on a, let's say they lose 12 games at the max and win all these games, and they blow past everybody in the AL East, and then let's say they go to win the whole thing. As a Yankee fan, let's say this happens. Okay,
I blame that shit on Boone.
Okay,
all day.
Yeah, you're excited because the Yankees got to the dance, the Yankees won it. Okay, it's all well and good. But then
you question the first part.
But then the question is, what was Boone doing this whole time then?
Jerking dick.
And to me, it's, you could say all the right things in a press conference. You can go ahead and do that all you want, but we're tired of hearing it.
The same thing over and over again, too,
I'm tired of. We know the fan base is upset. We know the fan base is irritated. We hear it. Judge, again, you can have your players-only meetings and talk about this, that, and the third.
Get yourself out of it, blah, blah.
You could say all this, okay?
We don't care. Do it.
But when it's not showing results on the field, this gets worse. The bantering gets worse. The booing gets louder. The calling for Boone's head gets louder. The calling for Cashman's head gets louder. Like, my friend John can't stand Cashman. He can't stand him. He's questioned every single move that Brian Cashman practically has ever made. Even if it's been a good move, he's questioned it.
Somehow.
Okay? But that's in his opinion.
Yeah, whatever.
But as me being a Yankee fan, I can't put it all on Cashman. Yeah, he's in the ladder of accountability.
Yeah, I'm putting a decent amount on the players,
but again,
too, though.
The accountability starts at Steinbrenner for not letting Cashman to spend. To Aaron Boone not coaching these guys, to the players not producing on the field.
He's not managing
You mean to tell me, let's say the Mets trot out, let's say, a spot starter for the first game. So let's say they put friggin' Familia out there, and Familia friggin' no hits him for 3-4 innings. Yankees history has shown you that when they face a pitcher they've never seen before, historically, they suck until they get to the bullpen. Because then there's familiarity with the pitchers coming out of the bullpen.
Exactly.
But we've seen Familia before. I'm not saying Familia is going to spot start game 1 or game 2. I'm not saying any of that. Because the Mets have a pretty decent, healthy pitching rotation, other than that they don't have Carrasco and Syndergaard is still out.
Our pitching rotation is not.
But right now, okay, again, you went out and got Tim LeCastro, but that's not the answer. You need to go out and get another pitcher. That's great that Severino was pitching off a bullpen mound yesterday. That's great. All well and good, but guess what? It's not helping now. Cashman's got to make the moves. Cashman's got to make the moves nobody expects him to make.
Just do it already.
I don't know if he's ever been to medical school, but those things between your legs, they're called balls.
Bro.
They're called balls. Use them. Make a move nobody expects. Trade a piece nobody would expect.
And we're not saying wait till the end of the motherfucking season either. We're tired of this shit, man. I don't want to fucking be in second to last place behind the fucking Orioles, man, the whole entire season. Fuck
Bottom line is this. You have until July 31st to make all these moves.
You have a whole month.
You need to make. Okay? You have to make these moves now.
Exactly.
Before and after the All-Star break. You need to make them now. Like this minute, this second.
As we speak.
Okay? You need to be on the phone with a team that, like the Yankees, even though I'm not for trading within the division, but Cedric Mullins in Baltimore is having a stellar season. Ain't gonna take much to get a Cedric Mullins who can play the outfield. So you know what you do? Hey, Baltimore. Yeah, listen, we know Clint's got vertigo, but listen, he's a great gymnast out there in the outfield. And he'll dive for anything.
And fucking, we'll throw a little Andujar in there too.
And you throw Andujar in there.
Yeah,
and you know what?
boom.
And you want to know what? While you're at it, throw fucking Michael King in there too. I don't care. But
and
do
now we got a left
something.
fielder. And now we got a left
do
fielder.
something. There's all these guys you can get. There's guys from the Royals that they're willing to give up now. Call them. What's it going to take? If these teams are desperate to get rid of these guys because they're either in a contract year, so they know they can't pay them, or it's just they already have a big size contract, but the team's not producing, so they're trying to do a salary cap dump or whatever it is. Then guess what? Call. Oh my God! If I was Cashman, I would have been proactive already.
Me too, bro. I still don't understand how you put up 8 runs and still lose.
Every press conference is almost like a defense. It's not like an offensive press conference. It's everything.
Like
It's everything. They're protecting the brand. You could come out here, Cashman, and you could do your little interview with bootleg Kim Jones and Meredith Marakovitz, okay? And you could sit there and you can say. And you could say, yeah, we know the fan base is this. Yeah, we know the players aren't doing it. You could say that all you want. You know what? Every single motherfucking cocksucking day you're saying it. And guess what?
Nothing's happening.
I'm sick of hearing it. I'm sick of watching it. I'm sick of seeing it. Do something.
What I would
make
do,
a
man,
trade.
I would fucking put my foot down. I would put everybody's job on line. But you out motherfuckers don't produce, you gotta go. Period. End of discussion.
Like remember,
that's it. I don't give a fuck.
Like, you know what? And it's funny to say this, and even though it's from a movie, but in Major League One, all right?
Okay.
Wesley Snipes plays Willie Mays Hayes.
Yeah, yep.
Okay?
I watched that.
So every single time he, popped out or whatever, the manager would make him do push-ups at home plate.
Yeah.
Start doing that in practice, Boone. Do something. Every time Glaber overthrows friggin' whoever's playing first base, whether it's friggin' LeMahieu,
have him do laps
Voit,
at the 7th inning stretch. Have him do
friggin'
laps.
Orange, your goddamn friggin' daddy, or one of your Boone brothers, okay? Whoever's playing first base, he overthrows him in friggin' practice.
You
Guess
get
what?
no water.
Guess what?
How about that?
Guess what? Laps around the field.
You get no water, man.
You know what? Why don't you keep them on the field to hone their skills a little bit better? Do that.
There you go.
Well, you know what? Play people in the positions
And keep them there.
that they're comfortable in.
And keep him there.
Like,
Well,
Andujar
is a
not
third baseman, but
Andujar is not comfortable.
is unstoppable. I don't care.
Andujar is not comfortable in the outfield.
You know
It's as clear as day. He
doesn't
cannot
know
judge fly balls
off
for the life
wall
of him.
either.
Okay?
He misplays him, dead.
Okay, Clint's out there diving for everything, like he's looking for the like he's looking for the friggin' Dutch's lost mine treasure or whatever. He's out there diving for shit like he's friggin' Janice Soprano looking for money friggin' buried in the walls of Olivia's house. Come on, get the fuck out
I'm
of
just
here.
surprised he hasn't dove into a wall yet and broke his neck, but
At this point, that might be a positive thing. But you cannot, for the life of me, you cannot
put these infielders in the outfield. It just doesn't work. Like prime example, bro. A couple days ago, a fly out center field. Gardner's got it. Fucking, he's pulling. I can see him. Andujar just goes right up to him and literally hits his glove as the ball's going into it. Like, dude, you don't Come on, man. It's hit the left center, and he's right there.
There's got to be people in the minor leagues that are ready to come up.
It's like, oh my God, if you would have dropped the ball,
There's got to be.
Andujar, bro, what are you doing?
There's got to be people in the minor leagues that can play these positions that are ready to come up now. Listen, it's inevitable that these kids in the minor leagues are going to be up here on the main roster, and you might as well. Guess what? You ain't got nothing to lose now.
Give it a shot.
Because let's put it this way: Aaron Boone came out the other day. Our season's on the line.
Really?
If your season was on the line, you'd be playing like your season was on the line, and you're not playing like your back's against the wall. All I know is this: if I'm being attacked and my back's against the wall, guess what? I'm swinging.
You're damn right.
I'm coming at you rapidly. I'm coming at you
pissed
with everything I got, and these guys are not playing like it. You could show the emotion all you want.
They're playing with no heart,
but it ain't producing nothing.
They're not playing with any heart, bro.
Nothing.
And I'm disappointed in DJ LeMahieu, man. He's not doing what I expect. I don't know what the hell the deal is with these Wait. I just don't know. Yesterday, last year, 356 batting average, batting champ. This year, was he at 287? And almost halfway through. That's not. Yeah, he gets on base. You know what I'm saying? He puts people in scoring position, but we can't.
There's got to be, and for those who watch and listen, and you hear the frustration in my voice, it's because this is what a real fan feels. This is what a real fan speaks about. For those who sit there and you want to be on Facebook, oh, you don't know the game, you don't know this, you don't know that, shut the fuck up. Okay? Because I know the game better than you. I've played the game better than you. Okay? And all I can tell you is this. As a Yankee fan, I'm sick of it. Do I stop watching because of it? No. Do you see me ripping Yankee shirts, burning them, doing it? No. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stop watching it. Am I going to put myself through the misery? Yeah, because one day it will turn around. When? I can't tell you that.
It better be soon.
But it better be, listen, if it's going to turn around, it has to be
now.
Today.
Yep.
Game one. Whether it's Gerrit Cole pitching in this game or in tonight's game, whatever game it is, I'd
have him pitch in the second one.
They have to do something now. No, I'd have him pitch in the first one to create that spark. And then in the second game, I really hate to do it, but you're going to have to trot friggin' Herman out there.
Yeah, great. There it goes.
You have to trot Herman out there, and all I know is this.
Who's pitching game one for the Mets?
I dig Marcus Stroman.
Yeah, I'll put Gerrit Cole out there.
I think it's Stroman pitching game one. And I would put Herman out there for game two, and I don't change the lineup. Don't change the lineup.
And keep Sanchez in it, please. Please, guys.
Like, if Cole's pitching game one, and so you already know Hichikawa's catching him.
Sanchez, okay? DHs. That's simple.
Sanchez needs to be the DH. Or, dare I say,
first base.
Start having him practice at first base.
Yeah. Have thought about that? Actually, we have thought about that.
I have said it.
Well, we have seen him play in a little bit in the infield, but
that's in practice.
Yeah,
but Boone has them all do that, where he has them practice out of position in the event something happens. But guess what? Not many can do it. Andujar can't.
Dude, the outfield to me is one of the easiest things to play, bro.
See, and the issue is people could say, well, it's because Gio played him out of third base.
Okay.
Yeah, because Gio's doing what Gio's supposed to do. Gio's hitting for contact. Gio's getting on base. And Gio is playing Gold Glove at third base.
Is getting by him.
It's not Gio's fault that Andujar got hurt at the wrong time and was out.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Gio's fault.
And
Gio did what he was supposed to do.
one big fuck up is not signing Didi back. That was one big fuck up right there.
Well,
one big fuck up.
I've always been a proponent of keeping Didi. Didi, listen, and again, people questioned the original signing of Didi Gregorius. Why? Because this was right after Jeter retired, and it was who's going to replace Jeter. Nobody's ever going to be as good as Jeter. And listen, I'm not saying Didi Gregorius was the next Derek Jeter.
But
guess what? He was one hell of a shortstop for the Yankees in a short time here, and he was clutch in those playoff games against Minnesota and against Cleveland, and and to not keep him, and you even got to think about this. Was it really all Girardi's fault then? I think Girardi was given the short end of the stick. And listen, again, I questioned a lot of his managerial decisions too, but guess what? This team was playing with a lot more heart with Girardi.
In 2019, you had Andujar. You had Andujar at third. You had Didi at shortstop, and you had Gleyber at second. And we were winning. We were fucking winning, dude. We were fucking winning, man.
I don't know what moves Cashman has up his sleeve, but they need to be ones to get a pitcher.
And he's pulling out.
There needs to be one to get another outfielder.
There
needs to be one to get Stanton out of the Bronx, because Stanton can't handle this market.
He can't. Nope.
There's too much pressure for Stanton, and honestly, a part of me feels that Judge can't handle it to a degree. And I had a Yankees fan.
Pressure is on him, though.
And I had a Yankee fan tell me, well, the umpiring is part of the problem too. Listen. Bottom line is this: the umpiring is a problem across all the MLB. But you know what? But you want to know what though?
Deal with it.
The Astros, minus cheating, manage to find ways to win. The Red Sox are winning, and there's bad umpiring. Okay? The Padres are winning, there's bad umpiring.
What's our
okay?
excuse?
Okay?
There is
The
none.
Cardinals are winning, there's bad umpiring. You want to know why they're winning? Because they're hitting, and they're scoring, and they're not letting the other team score, and they're pitching dominantly. That's why.
That's what
That's
we're
how
not
you
doing.
win. And what are the Yankees not doing? Yankees can go out there and pitch dominantly and not hit. The Yankees go out there and hit dominantly and score a million runs and still
they'll
lose.
Yep, disgusting.
So
7
don't
runs.
tell.
one
So
inning.
again, don't tell me I don't know a goddamn thing because I just told you what it takes to win a game. You have to hit. You have to score. You have to get on base. See, the problem is this: the other games. Okay, when they played against the Angels, not the Shohei Ohtani game, the game before that,
where he hit.
where the Yankees were hitting nothing but home runs.
Yeah, we won
Okay,
11 and something.
everybody goes, "Oh look, the Bronx Bombers are back." Here's the problem.
The
You
Bombers,
cannot
that
be
rely
the
on-
Bronx Bombers
Exactly.
every single game. You cannot rely on the long ball to win. You need to be like those
A
late
contact hitter,
like
that's it.
like the 96 Yankees, the 97 Yankees, the 98 Yankees, the 99
Get on
Yankees, the
base,
2000 Yankees.
Like
And
we
what
watched
did,
the
and
other
what did
day.
they all have in common?
Got on base.
They all
Hit,
they
scored.
all hit for power and contact. And they got on base and they scored and they this and they that's
Every
this-
Yankee batting average was 310
if you
plus.
recreated
in the
that
first 6.
if you recreated that era of the Yankees with Judge, with LeMahieu, with Glaber,
with Urshela,
with Sanchez,
Urshela,
Hichikawa, okay, watch what happens.
I know. It's just,
And they
you know,
and you know what's sad is that they have the team to do it.
They
but
do,
yet,
they do. That's the thing,
but yet,
bro.
but yet, all these fans, you clamor for a 500-foot home run when it's bases loaded. When
I don't
all you
want
need,
500.
when all you need
is a sac fly or something, or base hit.
If Odor is up at the plate and you know there's the shift, hit it the opposite way.
Swing late, bro.
Drag bunt. Do something.
There you go.
Get creative.
Exactly. Get creative.
And stop with the base running blunders too.
Because honestly, what's there to lose if you get creative? We're losing anyway. Fuck it, do a squeeze if somebody's at third base. I don't fucking know.
You got to catch the other team off guard in
Exactly.
these certain predicaments. And
Exactly, man. Like,
listen, I'm not saying I can manage the Yankees to a World Series, but I bet you I could do a better job than what Boone's doing right now.
damn right I could.
And people sitting there and they're saying, well, you know, when do you call for the hitting coach's head and when do you call for the pitching coach? Now. I think if you get rid of Boone now, you get rid of the whole thing. And whoever is in the roles behind them, they're going to have to be the interim hitting coach. Do something.
There's
Even
way
if,
too many strikeouts as well. Like, they haven't had a better eye on the ball.
like,
Way too many.
Girardi was a statistical guy. Everything was by the book. Everything was by numbers. And Boone, I think, is just he manages
He
from.
wings it, yeah.
He's kind of just like, you know, like cooking spaghetti again. You know, just throw it at the wall. If it sticks, it's done.
That's not how the Yankees work,
Okay.
though, man.
Okay. Now, because of all the rule changes, like as far as like the bullpen usage and everything,
That's bullshit.
it's proven that Girardi's style doesn't work. Because look at the Phillies bullpen; it's atrocious.
I know.
Because he can't manage the way he once managed. Because of that. Okay. You could sit there as a Yankee fan and say, "Well, the extra inning rule is bullshit."
Yeah.
Yes, we agree. But guess what?
It shouldn't get there.
Unfortunately, when it gets there, you're going to have to just play that much harder and pitch that much smarter in order to prevent that guy from second from scoring. I don't like it either. Do I think it needs to be gotten rid of? Yes, but it's not going to they're not going to throw it away now.
I have a simple answer: is don't let it go to 10 innings.
I mean,
that's it.
I mean, you know, you want to add punishments in halfway through the season. Okay, that's all well and good. But if you're going to do that, then why don't we go back to Boston cheating? And listen, again, every team cheated the game. Yankees have cheated the game too. So have the Mets. So have the Phillies. Every team somehow has had somebody cheat the game. I don't care. I'm not just saying that the Yankees are innocent and everything.
They're not.
I'm not saying, but you know what though? Yankees weren't stealing signs.
They weren't.
You know, that Boston could sit there. Boston was using Apple Watches
I know.
to steal
Yep.
signs. Houston was banging on garbage cans. But no player that was involved got punished. But now you want to punish a guy if he uses spider tack or if he uses his fucking ball sweat. Like, MLB as a whole, I'm sorry, is ran like a joke. Mm-hmm. It's ran like a joke. And Rob Manfred is the punchline as long as all the players. And so are the fans. And right now, I'm sorry, Yankees fans, we're the biggest fucking joke in Major League Baseball.
We are the biggest laugh.
And Mets fans, you could sit there and you can have your fun at our expense.
You can have your moments, okay?
You can have your fun at our expense. But
I'm going to hear from Jay. So
but here's the thing. You can run your mouths all you want. I'm not going to be the fan that says we got 27, you got 2. I'm not going to be that fan. Okay? But I will be that fan when you choke in the big spot. And it will happen.
Yes.
I will be that fan that just sits there
and says, I told you so.
And I'll just sit there and say, it was inevitable. Because you got too cocky for yourself. And so do listen, so Yankee fans. I mean, when we got Garrett Cole, I was expecting World Series after World Series after World Series.
Yeah,
but guess what? Right now, listen.
We can't make the playoffs. Wild card, no. Not
all these teams,
like this,
these teams, like the Pirates, are looking to trade pieces off. I don't know why. And look at the Pittsburgh Pirates as a prime example. They bring all these young kids in, build up their value, and then trade them. They're just like a minor league system for everybody else in Major League Baseball. And you know what? You have Adam Frazier over there in Pittsburgh tearing it up, right? You have Charlie Hayes' kid tearing it up. Guess what, Cashman? Since you wanted to trade for friggin' Talion, who really hasn't lived up to the hype yet,
I know.
Guess what you do? You call Pittsburgh. Bring Charlie Hayes' kid in. Bring Adam Frazier in. And here's the thing, you did not want to trade vertical diving fucking ginger fuck thunderstick fucking Clint Frazier for Garrett Cole. And you fucking regret it to this day. I know I do. I'm tired. The move, that was the move to make then. We could have had Garrett Cole 3 years ago.
And we could have.
He wouldn't have been in Houston. He would have been in pinstripes, but you didn't want to trade Clint Frazier.
And we would have won that World Series against the motherfucking Astros.
And you didn't want to trade Clint Frazier.
28.
You didn't want to trade Clint Frazier. That was the deal breaker to get Garrett Cole. And guess what? We still would have had Garrett Cole now.
Exactly.
And we probably would have had 2 world championships.
But now we
would have had 29, not 27. But guess what? Because Cashman had his head up his fucking ass. Right? Here's his asshole, and here's his head, right up there. Yeah, I'm frustrated because I go back and think about that.
Yeah, because you got to think about it.
That was the deal breaker?
Frazier was a horrible outfielder, but at that one point, he did have a decent bat. Now he's nothing. He has absolutely nothing. He can't hit, he can't play.
He showed signs of improvement last year. But let's call what last year was. A shortened season.
And it was last year.
Okay? Luke Voit is not the same Luke Voit from last year.
He's not.
DJ LeMahieu is not the same DJ LeMahieu.
Nope.
Gary Sanchez finally fixes something.
But everybody else falls while he rises.
And everybody's still sitting there saying trade Sanchez. And you know what? If you really think about this, what are you going to get for Gary Sanchez?
Nothing.
No. You'd be surprised.
What?
You'd be surprised because of where his value is now.
Right now?
He has the highest trade value on this team right now.
Yes, the highest trade value.
That you will get a lot for him.
But a lot of teams won't give up a lot for him because he's hot and cold. He's hit or miss. Everybody knows that.
That would be a team that needs a catcher that will do it. And when I said blow it wide open, I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry. No Yankee safe. Not even Brett Gardner. The homegrown boy ain't even safe. Luis Severino, not safe.
No. Yeah, get the fuck up. Yeah.
Not even safe. No Yankee right now, in my opinion, is safe from being traded. Aaron Judge, I'm sorry, you ain't safe. Stanton, you were never safe.
I wish you were never here. But okay. Actually, the only one who is kind of safe is Cole.
Well, because ain't nobody taking that money.
I know.
And it really makes you think, should the Yankees have made the deal when it was presented to get Mike Trout? And you think about it now, there's another move that Judge going to Anaheim, us getting Trout. Yeah, but even look what Mike Trout's doing right now. Nothing because he's injured. I wouldn't
give up Judge for Trout though.
That was it, and it was straight up.
Right field. Diving Clint Frazier. Oh yeah, he's not. Yeah.
Stanton, I don't care.
Oh, how cute.
It almost makes me think that Cashman should, just like he should have traded Frazier to get Garrett Cole 3 years ago.
Clean house, bro.
Listen, I get it's New York. I get you can't go through a rebuild and put crap on the field, but you're doing it anyway.
Yeah, there's crap on the field right the fuck now.
The Mets have been putting crap on the field for years and rebuild, and now look at it. And you can attribute that to a new owner. a new owner that's going to spend,
Exactly.
a new owner that's going to show. So maybe, guess what, Hal Steinbrenner, here's an idea. Sell to a guy that's like Steve Cohen.
Exactly.
Who's going to put money into this team, that's going to tell the fan base, listen, you want a winning product? Give me a year or two, and here's what you're going to get.
Francisco Lindor didn't do shit in the first quarter of the season. But look at him now.
And I told people that would happen. That don't expect to have the Lindor you had in Cleveland, and it's going to take a while before they gel. And once it gels together fully, the Mets are running away with that NL East. You know, and Yankees fans can sit there and say, well, the Nationals want to trade Max Scherzer. Okay, but here's the thing. Are you prepared to offer Max Scherzer, who is injury prone too at times, are you going to be prepared to offer him a contract extension? Because that's the only way he's waiving his no trade clause is if you give him an extension. Not many teams are going to do it. The only teams that are going to do it are the teams that are going to be willing to give up the money. And
what do we have to lose,
and you want to know what? You want to know what, Yankees fans?
We'll get to lose, honestly.
What kind of extension is Max Scherzer looking for? Maybe we need to talk to his agent and see what that is. Because if Hal Steinbrenner is really
taking calls,
is really going to sit there and say he's willing to go above the luxury tax and willing to pay and willing to do this, well then guess what? Get on the phone with Washington. And guess what you do? Stanton to the fucking Nationals.
Exactly.
And that's how you get rid of that. You have to take that contract if we have to give Scherzer an extension. That's how you get rid of it.
Cashman, watch this. Get on the phone.
That's how you get rid of it. In my opinion, that's how you get rid of it. It's so sickening to the fact that you have a team where at every position they're practically all-stars.
On paper, yes.
And they're playing like T-ball players.
Yup.
The fact that the New Hyde Park T-ball Little League team could beat this team right now is pathetic.
Yes.
It's very, 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 very pathetic. You know, and I knew I was going to be raging filled when we did this. I just knew, because it just boils up to such a point. And people can sit there and say, oh, it's just a game. It's
not just a game for me,
when you're a fan of a team, and you see this team built to win now, and they don't produce. I'm sorry, it's agitating. It's annoying.
It's basically like the Patriots from 2000 till now. Like, you've been a Patriots fan, boom. That's what you're used to. Yeah, last year you weren't used to that shit.
Like, we were a dynasty in 96, 97, 98, 2000. Like the Chicago Bulls dynasty, you know, like the Islanders in the early 80s when they won 4 in a row, that type of like, once you go from that to a shit show, how do you not expect the fan to get agitated?
That's what happened with me down. I started getting tight.
You know, and like you even look at the Stanley Cup now, and listen,
$20 by the way, you're gonna owe me $20.
Listen, it's not over yet.
I know, so you owe me $20.
I don't care if Tampa's up 3-0. Montreal better sack up, you Canadian bitches. Start drinking Molson. I mean, that's what you guys are famous for anyway. Fucking Molson beer. You know what? That's what I need today. That's what I need.
A nice ice cold beer.
Yeah, but I'm not getting yelled at today.
Yeah.
Although at the Yankee game, though, it was nice, though, sitting in the suite, I had scotch and cranberry.
Oh, yeah.
Johnny Walker Red Label. It was pretty good. Hey, I didn't have to drive. And I didn't have to drive when I got back either.
That's the best part about it. We ain't got to drive. That's your chance to get it in.
Yeah, but you know, it ain't like I'm sitting there pounding them. You know, I had 2 or 3 and join it. And, you know, they want to do this team building thing. I'm like, I'm just here to watch the rain.
I'm just here to watch the rain.
That's the only positive of Friday. We didn't win. We didn't lose. And literally, like, the Mets trot players out onto the field, right? So you see them starting to warm up. So everybody's getting excited. Yeah, we're getting the game in. And all of a sudden, 5 seconds later,
downpour.
Boo! So I'm like, oh, they're booing because the Mets are on the field. All of a sudden, one of the people I was with, they go, no, look at the scoreboard. And I'm like, you motherfucker. Postponed.
Yep. I knew it was going to happen, man. I seen the weather. I seen everything. I'm like, damn, it's going to be pouring or whatever in the Bronx.
It was just insane because it held out for so long.
Yeah,
like the rain just held out. No, like all day it just held out. I'm like, all right, good. I'm like, they're going to get this game in. And then all of a sudden, it's like...
Nope, right at that time.
I'm
excited for next season, man, for hockey, bro. I'm excited. I know damn well, if the Islanders would have went through the Lightning, I think the Islanders would have went right through the Canadiens, too.
I picked them to win it all, so... Well, no, I picked Montreal to win the whole thing after the fact, but
Yeah.
regardless. But I just being a Yankee fan right now is just very
depressing.
It's like going through a breakup where you just want to get over the broad, and you can't.
So you drink yourself to death.
You can't. So like you just sit there and you know it's like Jason Segel and like Forgetting Sarah Marshall, where like you stalk her all the way to Hawaii,
Yeah.
and then you're like following her through the friggin' following her through the trail while she's with friggin' Aldous Snow. Right, and then listening to them bang in the other room and like, oh Aldous.
Like you really want to listen to that shit.
But like, it's like that though. It's like you're sitting there. It's like you want to delete the pictures of you two off the computer, but you can't. So like you save it on a backup file, and your buddy comes over and permanently deletes it, and you flip out. Or like you get depressed because you see like this Tupperware thing. She bought that for me, and it keeps my cereal so fresh. That's what being a Yankee fan is right now.
Basically,
it's so depressing, but we still watch this train wreck.
I'm about to go watch this. Hopefully not train wreck game in a minute.
And I'm telling you, Yankees fans.
We will turn this around.
It will turn around at some point.
Hopefully.
Maybe all of us, you know what, like everybody stormed the Capitol, right? Maybe we need to storm the Bronx.
Yup.
Okay? For everybody who does sports podcasts, like Talking Yanks is another good podcast. I'm curious. I gotta watch one of their episodes to see what they think. Let's storm the Bronx. Let's storm Hal Steinbrenner's office. Maybe if you know what's funny is all these owners, these GMs, the coaches, the players. Yeah, we listen to the pulse of the people. You fucking don't.
You fucking don't.
Okay, because if Cashman listened to the people, you would have traded Clint Frazier for Garrett Cole.
We weren't be where we are right now. By the way,
you would make a phone call right now and call the Pirates and get Adam Frazier.
Yesterday you would make a phone call.
You would get Adam Frazier and friggin' move Andujar to Pittsburgh. Okay?
Or the Nationals get Scherzer and ship Stanton over there somewhere.
Okay, Cashman, you listening? Trade Stanton for Scherzer and give Scherzer a 3-year extension at $60 million.
Call it a day, bam, boom.
Okay, guess what? When Albert Pujols was released from his contract with the Angels, and all you had to do was give him a veteran minimum.
A veteran minimum.
Okay, where he wouldn't be starting. Look at him in LA right now. Look at him with the Dodgers right now. He's producing.
Exactly.
You traded Mike Tauchman that everybody loved.
I love Mike. He's I don't know.
That everybody loved, and you traded him for Wandy Peralta.
Who the fuck is that?
You know what, Cashman? You were better off trading Giancarlo I can't hit shit Stanton for me.
Hey, you and
I could have came out of the bullpen and sucked for you because Wandy Peralta sucks goat dicks.
Yo, mate, I can't hit the ball as far as he can, but Dan Short can get on base, and that's all the Yankees really fucking.
I could get on base, but I ain't stealing shit though.
I can't steal either.
I ain't stealing shit.
I'll slide Short.
I won't even slide. You go to tag me, I'm just barrel right through you. I was gonna hit you with that Lex Luger bionic forearm.
I fucking hit the goddamn mitt with my hand. Drop that ball, bitch.
But it's to the point that if the Yankees brass is really listening, even when your own announcers are ripping your team to shreds.
What does that tell you though?
Do you realize how bad this is getting? Do you realize how much worse this can get?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not talking like it's gonna be end of the world anarchy here, but in the sports world, yeah, because if you remember the 80s Yankees, it sucked. This is what we're going back to.
I know.
This is what we're going back to before Buck Showalter came in, and I'm talking the days of like Danny Tartabull, and when Jeter was in the minor leagues, and Bernie was on the come up, and Jorge was in the minor leagues, and Pettit was in the minor leagues, and look what happened when they all came up. Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer, Hall of Famer,
Championship.
Hall of Famer, championships. Guess what? And you could sit there as a Yankee hater and say, well, George bought all those teams. Well, guess what, Hal?
That's what you gotta do.
Guess what, Hal? Go to your daddy's fucking tombstone or mausoleum, wherever George is fucking buried or laying, okay? And sit there and go dig it up.
And find his handbook.
Because the blueprint is in there, motherfucker.
Find his goddamn handbook.
Okay? Spend the money. Buy the players. I don't care what you gotta do, but you gotta go do it.
All that fucking money that he spent, guess what? It worked out in the end.
And you could sit there and say, yeah, he bought guys that cheated the game. Well, guess what?
So did everybody else.
So is every other GM or owner. So I don't want to really hear it. So, with that being said, though, Now that you've seen me
Again, I got
mildly
anxiety.
enraged, mildly enraged today, we're gonna go enjoy this Yankee game.
Enjoy it? I hope so. Yeah, I can see you're so pissed. As it winds down, though, man.
I'm thinking of something. I think we're gonna take a ride somewhere real quick, and then, not for that though. Don't worry, it's not drugs, Dad. Although I might need to start turning to them more because watching this team, I might have to start doing shrooms. You know, 'cause I'll just hallucinate a friggin' win.
Yo, that'd be the best way to do it.
But listen, Yankees fans, all I gotta say is this:
Keep your heads up, man.
it'll, like Tupac, keep your head up. It'll turn around.
Keep watching too, man. Keep watching those games, man. Don't give up on your team.
Yeah,
Go through the misery.
I don't give up.
Go through the misery and go through the good times too.
It's like I tell my buddy Tom at work. I go, I just love pain and suffering.
But you got to think about it, man. Like once you hit the rock bottom, where else is there to go? Up.
Well, no, you gotta ask a crackhead that one.
Well, Yankees are at rock bottom almost right now.
I'll go ask him. I'm sure he's in the Heights buying right now.
He probably is.
Or he's pawning off some. One of the two. But anyway, with that being said, so we're going to enjoy the rest of our 4th of July.
Yep.
I hope you all do as well. And now we're on Podbean, which we're going to probably start using that to record as well because we use Anchor to record. So probably start using that as well. So for all those on Twitter that retweet when I put up all the links and everything, very much appreciated. Keep watching, keep listening. As always, there's more to come. We don't do them as much as we like to, but
we try to get in here,
work. Then when it's too hot out, I ain't sitting out here sweating my balls off. I'm sorry.
We like AC.
I like AC, and that's just that. So, to the next one, stay safe, mask up. Peace.